Okay, so this is how the wall breaching works. All you need really once you're in game is just explosive charges in your gear, and if you've had the script running, you can breach sort of any kind of urban walls. So all you need to do, approach a wall, and you'll see attached breaching charge comes up, so scroll, select it, and the charge will spawn, and you just move around to position it where you need to. If you go off the wall, the charge will disappear and you restart the whole process. So you place your charge down, you get a phone there to indicate whether you're too close or not. So if it's red, obviously you're too close, back up, and it'll go green and you're far enough away. If you're too close, you'll get knocked over and you'll be out of action for a short time before you get back up. So once it's on, just down to detonate, and there we go. So the guys on the other side are pretty buggered. Ooh. Alright, so you can see you got a little bit of time before they come good. Okay, so as far as effects on people go, we'll put the charge down here. Alright, so this bloke's going to be too close. This AI guy will be too close. It just affects players the same way, obviously, except for the AI skill levels. When a bomb goes off, anyone that's within, I think it's about 10 meters, if they're not behind cover like this dude, their AI skill level will be shot down pretty bad, and they'll pretty much be useless until they kind of recover themselves. So at this distance, he's in the red, he's no good, he's going to get knocked over. This guy, so you can see we're still in the red, but being behind an object sort of gives us a bit of protection, so we'll be alright. Old mate went down, this guy didn't. So generally pretty solid cover, as in that looks physically solid, no holes or gaps or anything like that, and you'll be alright. Otherwise there's a chance that you will get knocked over. Also, if they've got a secondary weapon like a handgun or whatever, it'll randomly pick between the primary and secondary weapon to come back up with. The same with actual players. So it just kind of enforces another degree of confusion and effects from being knocked over from the blast. Okay, you can also do, instead of single wall breaching, you can place down multiple charges on different walls to knock them all down at the same time. So you just go through the same process of attaching charges, and you got 2 charges down, and they'll indicate one by one once you're far enough away. So the next command up after that, you'll get detonate all breaching charges as well as individual charges. So you can detonate one at a time, or you can detonate them all together. You can as well, before I blow those up, okay, so you've got a few bombs down and you want to make an entry in one point, okay, and then have that open for a few seconds as a distraction or whatever before you make the main breach. Okay, you can detonate individually, whatever bomb you want to, whatever wall you want to open up first. All right. So these are ordered in the order that you place them in. So I put this one down first, I think, and then second. So that's the middle one, and then the last one will be the bottom detonate breaching charge. Okay, so to detonate them in that sort of order, you need to remember which one you've put where. So this one being the last one, I want to make a breach there. Down it goes. Okay, and then a few seconds later, if you want to breach these two now, you can detonate them all together. Just on that, if you place down a whole bunch of charges on one wall, okay, so that's one wall piece, it'll only take one charge to knock them down. The first charge will knock the wall down, and subsequent charges will just be deleted. So just like that. And I'm out of bombs. So again, the way they all go. Ooh, no good. forgot they were there. Okay, finally, when setting up your guys for breaching, it doesn't entirely matter to a degree what webbing they have or what vest they have. However, having webbing with at least roughly 50% of explosive resistance will mean that they should be fine no matter how close they are to the bomb when it goes off. So, you know, when I stood next to the wall, right next to the bomb, and detonated it with webbing like the carrier light, I've taken no damage. However, at the same range, wearing just a chest rig, for example, with no explosive resistance, the player will take some damage, but it will be really small, so it's like 0.00 whatever. It's real tiny. But it's just, I suppose it's something to be aware of if you're running scripts that rely on damage checks. It can probably throw some false, or muck them up a little bit. So if you are setting guys up for breaching, it's worth keeping in mind that anything with about 50% of explosive resistance or more, and you'll be sweet. So thank you.